Your headline must prove big value in very few words. Hi, I'm Jamie Gorman, host of Be Better at Business TV, and I'm here this morning with professional copywriter, professional author Susan McCorkindale, and we're going to be discussing how a great headline, email subject line, or tagline will help you present the value of your business. Good morning, Susan.
Hi, Jamie.
I've heard it said that if you have 10 hours to write an ad, that you should spend 9 of that on the headline.
That's a good tip.
How much impact does a good headline have on an ad copy?
Oh, it's crucial. It's the reason. It's the reason that a person will stop and read the rest of the ad.
Okay.
You know, you only have a couple of seconds to get your prospect's attention. So your headline has to work. It has to offer them a benefit, has to make an offer. It has to give them some sort of relevant news that's personal to them, or else they're going to, if it's a print ad, turn the page.
Right.
If it's direct mail, it's going to go directly in the garbage. If it's an email, they're going to hit delete. You know, you only have a few seconds. So the headline is crucial. If you'd like to sell somebody something, your headline has to work.
Right. Well, you'd mentioned a lot of stuff to go into that headline as far as all the different things. And you only have a couple seconds. How many seconds do you have to catch somebody's attention in print or in...
Oh, you only have a couple of seconds. I mean, you see an ad and it's 4 words across the headline. I'm talking now specifically about a print ad or even about an email subject line. You know, you see it and it either piques your interest or it doesn't. Because when you're writing ad copy, you have to remember a couple of things. And the most important thing is your prospect is reading it from the perspective of what's in it for me.
Okay.
What's in it for me. Okay, that's it. And if there's nothing in it for them, and they have deemed it in those few seconds not worthy of everything else they've got to look at or all their other options, they're not going to read it.
Okay.
Okay? So it can, and I didn't mean to be confusing, it can offer them a benefit. It can make an offer.
Yes.
It can give them news they need. It doesn't have to do all of those things all at once.
Right. So basically you got to pick what's going to stop them.
You have to pick what's going to stop them.
What's going to pull them out of the clutter of all the other stuff that's going on an average newspaper page or all the direct mail.
That's right.
And you've got to be able to stop them for yours.
Exactly. And it has to speak to something that they would be interested in because, again, it's all about me, right?
Yes.
All about you.
That's right.
All about whoever's watching this. And if it doesn't stop them and get their attention, they'll move on. Okay. So it can be something as simple as, you know, now save 30%, you know, at Shoetown or something. Well, I shop at Shoetown.
Okay.
I'd like to go back to Shoetown. I'll save 30%. That's cool. I'll do that. You know, that's not a beautiful headline. It's not, didn't take me 5 hours to write it. I didn't have to do lots and lots of research, but those headlines work.
Right.
You know, this isn't, forgive me, it's not brain surgery.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be kind of difficult for us to go through.
No, you know what? It can really be difficult.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
Absolutely.
So do you have, you know, a story of you know, hey, here was one where there was a headline that just really worked and this was what I'm proud of, or one that you were like, I was really happy with this one and, you know, whatever it did. Any examples there?
I have written a couple of ads and a couple of, okay, there's an ad, and I think we have it here. It was from MasterCard.
Okay, Alyssa, you have the MasterCard ad?
What MasterCard wanted to do was just convey to the supermarkets that were taking MasterCard that over a 2-week period in 1 month, that any time that the customers used their MasterCard would make a donation to U.S. Youth Soccer. Right. And they would supply all of this promotional material, and the store could get involved. It didn't cost the store anything. They were getting all this stuff. And the headline was, why just have customers when you can have fans? All right. So, and they loved it. And I wrote this whole thing about and in brief, I had like only a few words there. I know it looks like a lot, but there's not a lot of text there in terms of word count. But just briefly explain to the grocery store what was going to happen, how it would benefit them, all of the signage that they were going to get to put up, and how they could promote it and celebrate it and get their customers feeling good about coming into the store and using MasterCard. And that would all go to U.S. Youth Soccer. Okay. So that worked. It worked great. Great. And then there's one that I don't have to show you that worked tremendously. It was an email blast done for a client, and the headline is, the email subject line was, oh my gosh, it's 77 and sunny. You want lunch in the park or at your PC? And it was like, hey, baby, I want to go to the park. What's in it for me here? Right. And they opened the email blast, and it was this whole pitch on using my firm to take off some of the work on your plate. We do marketing, we do this, we do that. It got them so much response. It was their most opened email blast ever, and they picked up like 3 new clients.
Well, and I got to ask you, the first question is, did that run like in a February, or was that like in a
It was
spring?
perfectly
it-
timed to the spring. I wrote
There we
that.
go. So it actually was
I
77.
was
That's
actually
so great. Okay.
77 and sunny.
Good.
It was crazy because it was a beautiful summer. I wrote that at my kitchen table when we were on vacation in Myrtle Beach,
Right.
and that was July.
Yeah.
But it was gorgeous out. It was gorgeous in New York.
Excellent.
And my client and I communicated. She's actually one of my best friends.
There we
And she
go.
said, Susan, this is what's going on. And I said, I have an idea. Let's do this. And with email blasts, you use constant contact. You
Yeah,
use what have you.
absolutely.
So you can make that blast in like 5 seconds and get
Right.
it out there right then and there when it is 77 and sunny.
Yeah, if you did that in print, that'd be a tough
It'd be
one.
totally,
Yeah.
that would be so difficult. But that's also, social marketing now and networking, it's difficult because it is so easy for the person to hit the delete button.
Yep.
But it's also great because you can really take advantage in a timely fashion
Right.
of, wow, the weather is awesome. The weather is terrible. It's snowing. The headline could have been, do you want to be at your desk or you want to head for the hills? And what are we going to show? We're going to show a toboggan. I'd rather go to the
Yeah.
hills. How can I do this? I'll call that particular firm. I'll give them my business and I can go play.
That's
you know what
great.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it can
absolutely.
all that quick email, it can really
Yeah.
work for you.
Yeah, we do a lot with clients with Constant Contact
Yeah, me
specifically.
too.
And I have this one slide that I have that has a couple different headlines, and I use it in my classes, and I say, which would you open? And one is, here's our monthly newsletter, Enjoy, and then one is, learn great presentation skills or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, people pick the ones that are more action, learn
Oh,
this,
yeah.
or something that
It
really.
benefits them.
Yeah, so the
I'm going to
subject
read your
line of an
newsletter.
email is,
I'm going to see you in a
absolutely.
funny hat looking like Santa Claus at your
Right.
party and maybe have an eggnog. No, that's
Well,
okay.
and the other thing is, though, when I see newsletter in the subject line, it means, I can read this when I have more time.
Exactly.
Well, when have any of us had more time,
We don't have
right?
any more time.
And so, that email subject line is great. Well, hey, Be Better Business TV is broadcast live, and so we get people that chat in questions, and that's one of the benefits is we can ask those live on the air here. So if you have a question, please chat that in. And Alyssa, do we have any questions waiting?
For a typical blog, how long should my title be?
Right. So you mentioned,
Okay.
I know that you blog, and
I do.
headlines are good for everything. But from a blog perspective, especially when you're going to promote that through social media, any idea on how?
How long your
Because
headline
I
should
know
be?
I can make mine really long.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
I know.
That's
I know.
a no-no.
but What's
That's
kind
why
of a
you're
limit?
spending
What's
the
kind of a
9
limit?
hours, Jamie. That's why you spend the 9 hours on the
right.
headline. Okay. No, look. Here's the rule of thumb. If you can say it in 7 words, I'd like you to say it in 5.
Okay.
If you can say it in 5 words, let's work down to 3. I'll
Okay.
take 4. I'll take 5. But really, at 7, it's just almost inexcusable.
Right. Okay.
One of my favorite ads that I want to kill myself for that I did not write, that I discovered one day in a women's magazine a million years ago, back when I was in women's magazines, was an ad for Tylenol.
Right.
Right? And there's this picture of the bottle, but the gigantic picture on the page is this mommy with her daughter on her back. She'd given the kid a piggyback ride, and the headline just said, "We've got your back." And I wanted to kill myself that I didn't write it. Because, you get it? You
Right.
get it.
Absolutely.
Does it close the loop for you? Right then and there. Or I get the
Yeah.
benefit from the product. It's catchy. It touches me at an emotional level. I'm a mom. There's this mom. She's got a kid on her back.
Right.
I get her here. I get her right back here. And there's the product as hero.
Absolutely.
It worked in 10 seconds. And I could
Absolutely.
kill myself that I didn't write that ad. But that's an example of a great ad.
Okay. Great.
So please, we've got your back. 4 words,
4
Jamie.
words.
You work on that for me?
Well, they could
for
have done
next
it in
time?
3 probably. Just kidding.
Maybe.
But Susan, what other things are you up to these days? Let's talk a little bit about Susan.
Okay. Well, I'm working on a 3rd book,
Okay.
Which I'm late on. Apologies to my
Another 80,000 words?
agent. No,
Okay.
hopefully not. It'll be an ebook. We're
Oh,
going to
great,
go to an
okay.
ebook, and you can do it a little bit lighter. And I'm going to. I think I'm shooting for 30,000 words.
Okay, great.
So that's great.
So 3rd book.
I should finish that. That would be nice if
Yeah.
I finished that. My agent would be very happy. She could stop calling me and harassing me then. But I'm working on that. And I mentioned before, I do work for Lord Fairfax Community College.
Okay.
And I'm in the development office, which means I raise money for the foundation.
Okay.
So that supports scholarships and campus improvements and such. And I love it because it takes all of my marketing skills and my
Right.
ad copy skills. I get to use them and come up with, cool posters for fundraisers. You were at one for me
Yeah,
last
absolutely.
weekend. And, you know, like I said, about letters that are important to just be written from the prospect's perspective.
Right.
And particularly when you're in I'm finding with the community college environment, that if I can, you know, tug at their heartstrings and talk
Absolutely.
to them about how the investment in the community is truly an investment in the community,
really
because
is.
like, a huge percentage of the college students who go to Lord Fairfax, they go off, they complete their degree, and they come back. They
Right.
bring their education and their commitment and their enthusiasm back to the community. So it's like, if I can roll that all in a letter
Absolutely.
or a piece, then I've done my job. And it all, my ability to do that comes from the fact that I wrote ad copy for so long.
That's great.
You know,
And
so
I love the community college program in here in
It's a
Virginia. It's
great
very
school.
robust, and
Yep.
it's a great way for kids coming out of high school, or even some older adults, to kind of go back and really get.
Oh, absolutely. Get
the
retrained,
education.
or, you know, it's a huge value. I mean,
Yeah.
because, you know, you're putting people through college
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm up to. I'm writing and I'm fundraising for Lord Fairfax. And I think it's all good because I get to do this stuff too. I get to sometimes still do some ad copy, which is
Right.
awesome.
And then, yeah, so you still are doing the freelance
I do.
ad copy as
yeah,
well.
so, you know, when you don't do it yourself, just let me know.
Yeah, and you're ready to take that
When you're
next
ready to
step
take
and
that
make
next
it
step.
really effective
Well,
and go.
I think though, to your point though, there are certain things that certain times in a marketing plan or a business, the life of a business, when it is really important
Yes.
to bring somebody in. Also because you can wind up with a whole slew of stuff. You don't have to use it all now. You can roll it out. It can be evergreen, and you know, and then you can go back in and work with it. It gives you a stronger foundation to work from.
Absolutely.
You know, so that's a good reason to use a
All
pro.
right. Well, Susan, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for
Great.
inviting me.
Once again, I'm Jamie Gorman, the host of Be Better Business TV, and I'm also the CEO of Signet Business Management, and we provide business planning, marketing planning, meeting facilitation, really anything that helps you be better at business. And I hope that you're able to use this show today to go out and write better headlines, to show your value, and to just be better at business. Thank you.